Okay, so let's check out hammer-ons in closer detail. Let me show you a couple of different ways in which you can play hammer-ons. We can hammer on to a note from an open string, and it'll sound like this. Okay, so what's happening there? Right after I play the open G string, I hammer on to the second fret. Now this has to be a very swift motion, because if I go too slow, I'll kill the second note that I'm going to. It's going to sound like this. You see, I don't get a sound if I don't go fast enough or hard enough, so it's got to go like this. Okay, so that's hammering on to a fretted note from an open string. I could of course hammer on to a fretted note from another fretted note, and that will sound like this. Okay, so that's hammering onto a fretted note from another fretted note. I can also hammer onto consecutive notes. Let me show you what I mean with that. The following example sounds like this. Okay, so I'm picking the open G string, then I'm hammering onto the second fret, and without picking again, I'm hammering onto the fourth fret. So I'm getting 3 for the price of 1. I'm only picking one string, but I'm sounding 3 notes. Okay, now I can do the same, hammering onto a fretted note from another fretted note, and then hammering onto another fretted note. And that example will sound like this. Okay, so I'm picking the second fret on the G string, then I'm hammering onto the fourth fret on the G string with my third finger, then I'm hammering onto the fifth fret on the G string with my fourth finger. 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are just a couple of different ways that you can use hammer-ons. So I'm sure by now you're burning to get your fingers on a fretboard and play a couple of exercises just to get this technique going.